What's up, everybody? Tim Anderson here, aka Renphil. This is pretty cool. So Amy Hennig and Skydance New Media just announced they're creating a new Star Wars game. It is a narrative-driven action-adventure game featuring an original story in the Star Wars galaxy. Helming Skydance New Media is award-winning writer and director Amy Hennig, game industry legend whose credits include the blockbuster series Legacy of Kain, Jak and Daxter, and Uncharted. Now, the reason this is so cool is because she was previously attached to another Star Wars project that got canceled. Um, but we're going to get into all that today. If this is your first time here, do me a favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to hit that bell icon so that you get updates when I've got new videos coming out in the future. And don't forget, I stream most mornings from 7 a.m. till noon central, so hopefully you'll tune in for the streams as well. Let's dive into this. So I'm going to go through the press release in a minute, but what I do want to dive into, for those of you who don't know who Amy Hennig is, you probably do. She's probably at the very least worked on games that you have played before, such as Legacy of Kain. She was the director, producer, and writer on Soul Reaver, director, writer, Soul Reaver 2, director, writer of Legacy of Kain Defiance, and she went into Jack 3. But where we really get her name associated with big games is with Uncharted, Drake's Fortune, Among Thieves, and Drake's Deception. So the first three Uncharted games, she was the creative director and writer on all three of those games. But then she went. She was also, by the way, a writer on Forspoken, which is forthcoming game, or actually just yeah, forthcoming game for Windows and PS5, which is looking pretty amazing. But the one I really want to go back to is where is it at here? On April 3rd, 2014, Hennig joined Visceral Games with Todd Stashik, and this is from her wiki, to work on Project Ragtag, a Star Wars game. We're going to open that up into another tab. It was reported on October 17, 2017 that EA was shutting down Visceral Games and that their Star Wars project was delayed and moved to another studio to allow for a significant change. A representative for EA told Polygon that they were in discussions with Amy about her next move. She then announced the following June that she had left EA to start a small studio to explore options involving virtual reality games. Now, Project Ragtag is very important. Was an action adventure game set in the Star Wars universe. Had been in development for almost 4 years. Project was led by her. It was a linear game around a large-scale heist taking place in the wake of the events of Star Wars 4: A New Hope. So this was going to be a narrative-based game, and it was a single player, etc. It says here the closure of Visceral was seen as a sign of waning interest in publishers making games that are strictly single player, as many of Visceral's games had been. But the CEO stated that the reason wasn't strictly single player versus multiplayer, but instead player feedback and following marketplace trends, which obviously doesn't matter because we saw the release of Jedi Fallen Order, which just blew everyone away, and it was a single player narrative linear adventure, which everyone loved, and there was no microtransactions, so everyone was even happier with the game, which is why it's so cool to read this press release today. Hennig says, I've often described, and by the way, this is the press release over on StarWars.com. I'll have the links below. She said, I've often described how seeing Star Wars in 1977 essentially rewired my 12-year-old brain, shaping my creative life and future indelibly. I'm elated to be working with Lucasfilm Games again to tell interactive stories in the galaxy that I love. And this is the vice president of Lucasfilm's game, Douglas Riley, who says, we couldn't be more thrilled to be working again with Amy. She and the Skydance New Media team have the talent and ambition to create a unique Star Wars adventure. Their vision for making narrative-driven and engaging interactive entertainment makes this collaboration extremely exciting. We're working hard with our team of experienced and talented editors, and we're looking forward to sharing more with Star Wars fans when the time is right. So Skydance New Media was formed in 2019 with the goal of creating high-fidelity, richly interactive experiences crafted for traditional gaming platforms as well as emerging streaming services and designed to be appealing, inviting, and accessible to global audiences. Since its creation, they've assembled a team of developers and artists with decades of AAA experience, AAA experience, in action adventure gaming, as well as a diverse team of creative consultants. This is the second significant project announced for the studio, which was formed by Hennig and Julian Beek to pioneer narrative-driven interactive stuff. They were talking about VR when they first formed the studio, which is interesting. In late 2021, they announced a partnership with Marvel Entertainment to craft an all-new game with an original story and their unique take on beloved Marvel characters. Moving on to this, we couldn't be happier to be working with Lucasfilm Games. We look forward to taking fans on an epic journey with us on this Star Wars action adventure title. I couldn't be more thrilled, everybody. This is great news. I love all of the Uncharted games. Chris has watched me play the Uncharted games with Nathan Drake. She really loved him. I was super excited for Project Ragtag, and it was really kind of upset that it got canceled. And some of the rumors going around because of, single player games aren't viable anymore. And then boom, we get Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. And then this year we get Elden Ring. We get all these other games that are single player, no microtransactions, proving that games are still viable if they're single player experiences without any multiplayer bullshit and or other things attached to it, microtransactions, all the good stuff. So this is good news for me. I love Star Wars and I love everything that Amy's ever touched. And considering they are working heavily with VR, I wonder if this project might have some VR. But at the very least, we're going to get a narrative story, linear adventure from the team behind Skydance New Media. I can't wait. Couldn't be happier. Love to hear your thoughts below. Drop them down there. If you liked the video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, all those good things. And of course, don't forget, if you want to support the channel, you can become a member here on YouTube, or you can go over to patreon.com/wandering hermits, where you'll find more information about the world of the Weave and the Void, which is the world that I'm building with my brother and my wife. We got Nathan Napalm helping us. It's a 5th edition tabletop setting, point and click adventure game in a book series like Dragonlance. Check all that stuff out. Join our Discord, links are down below, our gaming community, and check out the streams every morning from 7 a.m. to noon Central Time. See you next time. Let's talk Star Wars, everybody. Peace.